fucking real.
That was dope, honestly. That was dope.
I was putting it together and I was going through like the old footage and the new footage, and I'm like, this is gonna be insane.
Yes.
Like, this show is gonna be absolutely insane. And there is just
yeah, I feel you.
I'm pretty excited. This is, you know, I always think about Boba Fett, and it's like this character that doesn't get enough love. It was loved a lot before, and now everybody's bagging on him. It's like, oh, he's a good guy. No, he's not gonna be cool. Bro, it's Boba Fett. Seriously?
Yeah.
It's Boba Fett. Come on.
Boba Fett. Yeah, exactly. Matt Cave. It's the Fett.
It's the Fett. The Blubba Fett. The Blubba Fett. So I'm super, super, super hyped on the show.
Yes.
Extremely excited. We finally got a new trailer. It was so funny because I was watching Star Wars Meg earlier today, and she's like, well, I hope we get another one, but don't hold your breath. And then like an hour later, they dropped it, and she's like, yee! And what's funny too is, like, you know, I have to give props to Lucasfilm and what they're doing these days when it comes to trailers, because they give nothing away.
Yes.
They're not giving you anything in these trailers. Yes. I think from what we saw is probably episode 1, maybe episode 2 a little bit, but I'm thinking these, you know, this crime syndicate that they're fighting on in maybe Mos Espa or maybe Mos Eisley, that's like first episode stuff, 100%.
Agree. Totally agree. And I think you're on the money, like totally on the money with the trailers. I think they're really going that direction. I know some people, or actually a lot of people, were like, yeah, the trailer was like meh. I really enjoyed it. I think it's great. I mean, they've sort of taken this approach on Mando season 2 already as well. Because if you remember, I mean, they basically didn't show anything. They like showed Mando, they showed some planets, like nothing real. Like we didn't see Bo-Katan, we didn't see Boba. I mean, not even talking about Luke. But
wasn't the Mando season 2 trailer basically the Razor Crest like flopping around a planet? Yeah, just dead.
And it was Mando throwing his knife into that Zabrak, and like this.
That's
is the way.
Right.
That
Yeah.
The trailer.
That was the John Leguizamo episode where he was fighting in the And
that was the first.
And that was
episode.
It, which had like literally almost no bearing on the story at all. Nothing. When you go back and you look at it.
In that regard, I think they did an even better job with the Boba trailer, because I feel like they showed us more than in Mando, but they still did not spoil anything. I don't know. I mean,
what more did they show? Maybe like a little.
Well, to be honest, they just showed more Boba.
Yeah.
Than Mando and Mando. I think that's probably it.
Yeah, and it was cool too. You know, I mean, you and I were talking about this before. I mean, right after the trailer dropped.
Yeah.
You and I were in DMs like, it's just like fangirling out, talking about stuff. Which is funny because, again, they barely gave us anything new. I mean, we got Jabba's Gate. We got Jabba's Gate. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's EFAP this.
Let's just watch it.
Let's just EFAP this thing.
Let's just go in there.
Just do it like a bunch of dirty girls. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's I'll tell you what. Oh, see, we can't watch it once through though, because they'll totally knock me. Let's do it playback speed 0.5 or 2.5.
I think 0.5 should
0.5 sufficient.
Yeah, let's do that.
So right off the bat, before even anything, we get Jabba's Gates.
Yes.
And part of me wanted to see that Bomar monk in the left corner. Okay, now this is where I want to pause it because bam. Oh, dang it. I waited too long.
Oh, that is a sexy logo, though.
It is a sexy logo. I love how they made it that. I like how they're doing that for each show. They're changing the way that they look. Oh, gosh, dang it. Hold on. Bam. Okay, so I was under the impression when I first watched it, because I was watching it on a phone, that was not one of the Red Key Raiders or Crimson Dawn or whoever it was that they were fighting. But upon closer inspection, that is 100% whoever. Oh, I can't zoom.
Nah.
Weak.
Hold on. We might. I can look if there's already like pictures.
Like a blown up picture or something like that. Yeah. So that is 100% one of those Red Key Raiders or one of the Crimson Dawn guys that they're fighting in the scenes that we saw in the first trailer. If you take it to 1080p and you blow it up, he has the mask up on his head and same stuff on his chest, because I thought, who the heck is that guy? Like, that's what I was most excited about. Who's that guy? But oh my god, I'm so excited for this. Freeze.
But yeah, I mean, on the left we definitely have Fennec. That is definitely Fennec. And
so okay, hold on. We got to go 0.25 here.
Yes.
Because I want to back this up a little bit. I thought this was Boba by himself on a speeder. There's 2 sets of arms right there.
Yep. That is. Yeah.
There's 2 sets of arms there.
Or there's someone sitting on his lap.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like it's Fennec on his lap or something like that. I think these are interesting. You know what these bikes remind me of? If you played Shadows of the Empire, this is what the bad guys' bikes looked like in Shadows of the Empire on N64, because you were riding this like kind of cool red one, and then these swoop bikes were the bad guy one. Dude, right. I haven't said hi to anybody in chat. I feel so I've been so excited about this. I've wanted to do this so bad.
That's what happens. We just get all.
I know. I'm sorry. Matt Cave, what's up? Sheev is in here. What's up, my brother? Sandman, how you doing? Alpha Sky Fox, otherwise known as what was the previous name? Fennec. Hello, Fennec. Star Wars Ladage, my good friend. Good to have you here. Gold package. What's going on, brother? Star Wars Talk Show is in our chat. Man, he's in the Discord all the time, but he's in the UK. It's like hard to catch streams. He's not like Strike that lives as basically like a vampire. So sleeps during the day and then is just up all night, you know? I mean, isn't that how it is?
Oh, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Leia Rose, hello, my beautiful friend. Glad to have you here. Alan Copeland is in here. What's up? Ghost Rider's in here. What's up, Ghost Rider? How you doing, brother? The Stanley's in here. Tim's talk.
Hey.
I don't know. Oh, it's Tim. Yeah. We were just on a stream together. What's up? And a Vela?
Hey, what's up?
Oops. Well, the good news is we're gonna watch it really, really, really slow. So it's technically not.
So you will already have forgotten about everything that happened before.
Yeah, exactly. Dan the man is in here. What's up, my guy? Glad to have you, Dan. Oh man, bunch of really good people in the chat tonight. Really good people. Okay, so let's go back to these swoop bikes.
Heck yeah.
Does that, to you, and I could be mistaken, does that look like an IG unit kind of on the back?
Of the last one?
Yeah. Doesn't his head kind of look IG-ish?
I think it's just like, I don't know. I think it's wraps. Around his head. I don't think it's an IG unit.
We literally get like a frame to look at that. So that's for sure Boba.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, bold, but I don't know.
Is it? Okay, hold on.
This could just literally be the bad guys, you know?
Let's look at this again really quick. Doesn't it look like... Okay, look at how his head moves. He looks headless. Like that thing behind him looks headless.
I agree.
Doesn't it?
Oh, super weird.
Do you think that's some kind of weird like fake out thing Boba uses on a speeder or something?
I don't think it's Boba. I don't know.
You don't think that's Boba?
I don't. I think those are legitimately just like Ravengers or like bad guys.
Okay.
This just doesn't seem the kind of way Boba would travel. I don't know.
Let's do a beer can promise on this one. I'm gonna say it's Boba Fett in this scene, and then we're gonna do the watch parties. if it is Boba Fett, you have to drink a beer. If it's not Boba Fett, I have to drink a beer.
All right. I mean, the loss is not too big then, so let's do it.
I need to make a note too. I need to make a note because I'm going to forget this. But we have to, I love getting these scenes in the show because you're like, ha ha ha, ha, ha.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say it's not Boba.
Okay. You're saying it's not. I'm going to say it is. And then we get these guys.
Yes.
So, Red Key Raiders, do you, I'm assuming you know more about them than I do. I heard somebody who's way more intelligent about Star Wars Meg, talk about the Red Key Raiders, did a little bit of research, and I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and I guess it's not canon anymore, I suppose, technically. Yeah, I mean, I didn't read too far into it. I know the sort of story about it, but basically they were sort of another group that after Jabba died, they tried to take over Jabba's palace and sort of tried to take over everything. So they're definitely going to be at least a antagonist side to Boba, trying to get control.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I missed you. I didn't see you earlier. I'm sorry. Don't act like you know I love you. Come on. Yes, you have not Commander Messenger on Facebook. Do you have my Facebook, Leia? How did you get my Facebook?
But
I'm not even on Facebook.
Me neither. But yeah, just looking at the outfits, I mean, we get a really close look at them right here. So there, that one dude in the beginning is definitely one of them.
Yeah, he's a
because
Red
he has
Raider.
The white and the red.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And a lot of us too. I think a lot of us probably got the notification on our phone. And when we watched the video on our phone, when you see it, you're like, you're looking at it with 1/16 the ratio that you thought it was going to be. And that looks like a Rebel pilot.
It does, because the Rebel pilots, they have this red or orange like flight suit, and then they have like a white vest most of the time. So from the distance,
but the thing that didn't jive with me was if it was going to be a Rebel pilot, is that the vest that the Rebels wore doesn't end like right under boob.
That is true.
Yeah, and so the length of it wasn't right for me. And then you go to this scene right here, and you're like,
yeah, it's the same.
Yep, same guy. So then we get these assassins jumping around, and I wanted to point something out too that I think a lot of people didn't really look at, is that, see the really high cliffs?
Yes.
This is the same city that we saw on the flyover in the first one. Yeah. Yes. So this is definitely that kind of sunken city that we're seeing here.
Yeah, for sure.
Star Wars meets parkour. I'm totally getting like an Assassin's Creed feel from these guys.
Yeah.
Super
definitely like sort of
times 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Were those Squid Game soldiers?
Squid Game meets Star Wars.
It's kind of funny.
Man.
Ready for the Book of Boba. Now dispose of the younglings.
And High Strike.
I will do what must be done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darth Arlena, for your donation of 5 credits. I appreciate you. Thank you again for being such an awesome supporter of this channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, so moving forward with this, a lot of people are saying Mos Espa. I don't know much about Mos Espa, really.
Right.
I mean,
well, we haven't seen too much of it, so.
Yeah, this is Tatooine for show. Like, you're not getting around that. I just want to go back and look really quick to see if there's anything we might have missed in just.
I'm sort of trying to look into the street when they jump over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like looking over, you just see like Jabba walking his way down.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, there are people down there, but you can't really make out anything specific.
Is it me, or do they just look like the Foot Clan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I think this is probably a continuation of the scene where Fennec is walking that prisoner up to the gate.
It's weird though because this shot sort of looks like it's just one person. I mean, I know it's far away, but
yeah, maybe he's in front of her, but you're not wrong. I was thinking about that when I was looking at it, and I'm like,
I mean, listen, how far fetched is it that we're going to get multiple shots of people walking towards Jabba's palace in this show? So
I don't want him to overdo it like that, though. You know?
oh no, I don't think they will, but I
Mm.
mean, it's probably going to happen like two times.
Twice.
Twice.
And then this is the scene that we got before. Sounds like the Matrix.
Kind of does, yeah.
This was one of my favorite shots.
Yeah.
Huge, bustling city on Tatooine. Look at the detail in that shot, dude.
So many people. It's, yeah.
It makes me so happy.
That's just something of the like. That's something that, like, I just remember about the prequels. Like, just the landscapes. Like, even on Coruscant, you just see like the skyscrapers. You see everything. It's awesome.
It feels lived in.
Yes.
Oh, this scene is still bugging me to this day.
Can we look at go a bit back? The guy on the left in the black robes looks interesting.
The guy. You're talking about far left before our supposed Kenobi. Oh,
yes,
you're talking about on the left.
Yes, left.
He looks like a Sith acolyte or something.
Yeah, he sort of looks like a Sith warrior out of like Old Republic.
I mean, he has like that kind of Revan mask, Sith acolyte mask looking.
Ish, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's one, but I just think it's interesting that.
I don't think a Sith acolyte would just be hanging out at a bar.
I just think the look is interesting.
I think this bar is probably in Mos Espa, if I had to guess.
Most likely.
And they're going to visit this bar in Mos Espa, and that's what we're getting. The fact that we're getting a flesh-colored Twi'lek is like weird.
I agree. Could have made like.
I like it though. She looks legit.
It doesn't look unnatural, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I agree. It looks sort of weird.
That headdress is so savage.
That shot, I kind of.
Oh, we're gonna get there.
Okay.
Have you done any further research since the last time we talked about that headdress?
I have not on this. No.
I just want to address this really quick for coffee. Huge thank you to everyone who stopped by and donated last night. We raised $660 for our veterans. Yes, brother, I am so damn proud of you. It's awesome, dude. The both of us together, I think together we hit over like 2K for veterans as little baby channels. So I'm super proud of you, bro. You have no idea how proud of you I am. I'm really looking forward to that coffee mug coming my way. I can't wait to have it because I'm gonna be sipping out that thing. Sipping out it. I was not saying bruh about Book of Boba Fett. I got a false warning.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Chat does go fast sometimes. Coffee and Quarter Band, I saw it was 30 to Darth Arlena. We love you, darling. We love you, darling. Reclaiming Slave One flashback.
You goddamn right.
Okay, so here's the question, right? Are they gonna call it Slave One, or is he gonna be like, "This is my fire spray"? I feel like if Boba says that, I'm not gonna be too mad. If he's like, "This is my fire spray,"
if he talks to someone that has like sort of no clue, I mean, honestly, pretty much anyone, because there are no other fire sprays around anymore.
Yeah,
Django destroyed every single one of them.
So if Fennec is like, "I've never seen this ship," he's like, "It's a fire spray class assault ship."
I wouldn't be mad if he says that.
Patrol ship. Yeah, that would make sense. Ship. But still, we know why they're doing it.
The thing, though, the whole fire spray name thing, I wouldn't even buy too much into it because that is already confirmed to be an error that was just released by accident?
No, it's not. Go to Disney Shop.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on T-shirts.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Damn.
It's on the T-shirts at Disney Shop. Yeah, so don't think that's not a thing. It's a thing.
Right. Okay. Because I know they messed it up, like legitimately messed it up and changed it back on one of the newer comics, the Bounty Hunter comics.
Yeah.
Because they had like each book for certain bounty hunters, or for IG 88, they had the IG 1000 as ship. It doesn't matter, but they accidentally wrote Fire Spray, and then they changed it back to Slave One.
So they did it for the Lego collection. They said Boba Fett starship, but
Right.
know when you buy Lego sets, they'll call it, Luke's
Anything.
X-wing or
Anakin Star. They're kind of all over the place. Sometimes they do the correct name. Sometimes they don't. So,
but until we saw, I'm so much happier with Fire Spray than Boba Fett starship, because how are you going to work that into a show?
Starship is even a word that they never use.
Yeah.
Because they say starfighter or cruiser or shuttle.
That's something a young Anakin might say. You know what I
mean? Sometime I will go up to the stars and fly with a starship.
Oh, you got a fan in the chat, Dan the man. He's a fan.
Hey, what's up?
We're glad to have you here, brother. All right, let's get back into this. We don't have anything new from here on out, but there's still so much here.
Right, and
Oh,
that shot.
Baby. Oh, shoot. Went a little too far. Okay, so this is where this shot was interesting, because now we're getting into the weeds.
Now we're getting into the weeds. Something that actually sort of gives us stuff to think about with an actual base.
This has got to be in Jabba's.
Yes, this looks very Jabba. From the hangar, from the way it looks, weathered and everything. And the interesting point is Boba is wearing his episode 1, season 2 Mando outfit.
So you had me thinking about this all day in terms of timelines and how things work out and stuff like that. This is pre him shooting. How the hell did that ship get there? This is pre him shooting Bib.
Yes.
It's pre Bib. So it would not make sense that this would be in Jabba's palace. Right? Because he had his armor on when he shot Bib. So this can't be in Jabba's palace because he doesn't have an armor. So when is he finding Slave One? And when does he go and shoot Bib? Is Bib the end of the season when he shoots Bib and takes it back over?
That is the thing that I cannot. So I mean, we have sort of things that. Okay, we know that the shot that we get, like the post-credit scene after Mando season 2, Boba has the paint job of Mando season 2, so we know it's after, or at least during the timeline of. No, it probably has to be after, but it's in that timeline going forward because it's the same paint job. Nothing changes. It is exactly the same. No changes. With the Slave One, I'm sort of thinking this might actually just be right after he saw Mando skirt away with the speeder bike and his armor after the Crate Dragon, or it's after he saved Fennec. I think, because I mean, obviously Fennec is here, so it has to be. That is like earliest point that we've got, I think.
Well, I feel like the only way he can get on the escapade back to power is once he has his armor.
Yes.
Because he's clearly not tried to do it before that. And yet we see him here after Fennec, obviously, because she's fixed, but pre-armor. Because he's not wearing it. I don't know. This is interesting. this is interesting stuff.
It is crazy how much this can break your mind. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of what I expected them to do. They're literally not leaving us any room to have a chance of completely understanding what's going on. Not a chance.
Okay, so I have like a bad thought. I have a bad thought. I'm having a Disney thought right now. What if Boba can't do anything unless he fixes Fennec because she's going to be the one to help him do stuff? Does that emasculate Boba? And now he's not like the big tough guy anymore?
That depends how they do it. Because don't forget, Boba has not always been working alone. And he wasn't always opposed to working alone. I mean, as a youngster, he was working with an entire bounty hunter squad, so to speak. I mean, pre-Empire, he was sometimes working together with Bosk. So it depends how they do it. If it's just like, oh, I need you, but if it's just like, I need someone that is qualified that I can trust. I don't know. It really depends on how they do it, I think.
Good to see you here, buddy. Team Money.
You know? I think it really depends on how they do it. I'm not completely opposed to that being the case, that he just needs help.
You salute your squad leader.
I already did, but
again. Sorry. All right. Boba would have had his plan for a while, waiting out in the sea. Then he gets his armor and can now do it.
Right. See, that is the real question that I think is really interesting is why did he wait so long? Why did he wait so long, letting the Slave One rot in the hangar of Jabba's palace, letting Cobb Vanth use his armor? I think this is going to be really interesting. I think the Tusken Raiders are going to have something to do with it because they were teased in the first trailer, and I mean, there's no denying the fact that Boba's outfit is very
we got like 4 of them.
Yes, and Boba's outfit is very Tusken-esque. You know, I mean, he got the gaffy stick, he got the cycler rifle. I mean, and like the black robes.
Dude, he was 100% like enveloped in the folds of Tusken. How else did he get a cycler rifle and a gaffy stick?
Yeah,
unless he just killed one.
But that would be kind of pointless in a way. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shot definitely. I still can't completely wrap my head around it completely.
I think, it boils back down. Everybody wants to see another Force user. And people are talking about, who being in with and all. I feel like that's too many story lines to follow. Yep. You know what I mean?
I've always said I'm not opposed to that certain someone returning. I just think if they make him return, it would be in a season 2 of Book of Boba. Because I feel like now, I mean, we all know what Boba's capable of. But like the new guys, I think they have to establish why Boba is that bad mother effer that we know and love him as, I feel like they need to show that to the new generation, so to speak.
What about that? He owed a debt to the Tusken Raiders. I don't know what he could have done or what he could have needed from the Tusken Raiders, but that's kind of a cool aspect. But we've clearly seen, even from Mando, like Mando can straight speak Tusken.
Right.
100%. And maybe that's something that Din teaches him? Maybe? Or he needs help from Din and Din grabs the Raiders?
I think the whole Raiders thing is pre-Mando. And I think the honor thing is a good point because we see him have that same thought, so to speak, with Mando. Mando gives him, well, not really gives him the armor, but sort of takes, but details. And then he's sort of like, until the child is safe, we're in your tent.
What if the Tuskens are the one to save Boba from the Sarlacc pit, and they nurse him back to health, and that's why he's a Tusken now, is because the Tuskens pulled him from the pit. He learned their ways, he's been living in the desert, like Dune guy.
Yeah.
And that's why he is the way he is.
Maybe there's more to what he says in Mando season 2. Sometimes, I think it goes like this. Sometimes fortune comes in to save the wretched.
Yeah.
And that might refer to also him being saved. Because I think he also loses like a word or two about himself being lost in the dunes of Tatooine at some point.
This is another good thought. Maybe Boba had amnesia after escaping the Sarlacc. Yeah, I don't think that though, because he flew Slave One like a champ. He just hopped right
and he
back
still
in.
knows that he's Boba Fett.
And also, he said, "They're big," when he saw the cruiser. So he hasn't forgotten his past life.
Like my father before me, he showed him the chain code.
Yeah.
Justin Mariel is in there.
It's a good thought, though. I'm starting to lean towards that Boba was saved by the Tuskens.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes perfect sense. He was on Tatooine. I mean, maybe Dengar pulled him out and was like, "Now we're even," and left or something. And then the Tuskens picked him up.
Depends. I mean, I would love to see Dengar again, but have we? That's sort of the problem with these characters. Have we seen enough of them in the past that it sort of makes them worthy of being that, or like, because I don't know, I feel like a lot of people that are casuals wouldn't know the backstory between the both of them, Put them out, so, yeah.
Well, comic is Dengar saves Boba.
Yes.
I don't think they're going to bring Dengar in for this show, because people are going to be like, "Who the hell is Dengar?" Like,
most people, yeah.
What is that? Yeah, like I don't know who this guy.
The max amount of people would probably still be like, "Oh, that's the guy from Battlefront."
Yeah, like who's this dude wrapped in toilet paper? I don't know who that guy is. I think it makes more sense for them to have the Tusken Raiders save Boba, which plays in perfectly to how we see him in Mando, where he's basically a black sheep with a gaffy stick and a cycler. Right. He's a raider.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
The fuck? He was directly referencing him, so that's not what he said.
What quote?
With the wretched quote?
Oh.
I guess. Well, I mean, it's very vague. It could be anyone. Escape Sarlacc.
Simon Pegg Dengar. I'd be so up for that, dude.
That'd be pretty dope, yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah. So, partner.
Yeah, so that's my thought, and from what I know and have heard is that basically when you go on the Sarlacc, like your mind goes to like Jello.
True.
Yeah.
But he had Mando armor on.
Well, his head didn't come out okay. Have you seen the scars on the side of his head?
Dude, 100%. I mean, depends on how long he was in there, but I'm just saying he definitely, from all the people that were there, he had the highest chance of like not giving in to that stuff for the longest time, I suppose.
We are beyond contrived now.
But the other thing that is still killing me is that Boba's armor in Book of Boba looks totally different.
You're still stuck on the exact armor. Okay, so So this is something that we talked about. You thought there might be a time jump. Okay.
And you think it's a continuous no, what did you say? A scale error. They just didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
I don't. Come on, do you really believe that? Do you really believe that?
Look at the armor Darth Vader. Is he consistent through every movie?
That is something different. Vader doesn't have a personal connection to the armor itself. I mean, he pretty much hates his armor. I'd call it pretty personal. Well, I mean, what we see when it changes, it's considered as upgrades. With Boba, that is his father's armor. I mean, I mean, I wouldn't even be mad if he reforges it. I just want an explanation.
I know you do.
I
I know.
Listen, I know most people don't care. I care, and it's okay if only I care. That's
Well, it's you and like 7 other dudes, not including or notwithstanding, obviously a good friend of the channel, Boba Fett himself, or a good friend Mark Anthony Austin would be like, "That armor is wrong, actually."
yeah. Yeah, next time when hey, you better get him on for the Boba watch parties. Like him and I are just
Yeah.
gonna be like, no, like when are they going to explain this? Like this, that, no, that's wrong.
I haven't sent him an email, but I think it was so perfect that we heard about Book of Boba Fett, and like my last relationship with somebody who actually like worked at Lucasfilm was the dude who played Boba Fett in the Specialized New Hope. So I'm gonna grab him, but I'm not gonna bug him. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
no,
as soon
yeah,
as Boba
sure.
comes out, I'm like, you better be over here. This is what you need to hear. Because he's the ultimate Boba file.
Right. Yeah, and I mean,
Oh, I missed it. Stanley's. So I was kind of thinking that.
Yeah.
What if the Raiders pull him out and he kills one, and the Raiders are like, like give him the gassy
he's
stick.
like Solo.
Yeah.
Like he has trouble seeing because of the bright light.
I'm starting to think that's probably the most. I really think that might be the most plausible aspect of what happens.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be Dengar, dude.
No, I think the Tuskens were shown in the first trailer for a reason, and I don't see the Tuskens playing too much of a big role later on. I think if anything, they're going to be there at the start. Space Flannel Tusken. Okay,
Sounds
rest
more
of
like
the stream is in Tusken only.
Can you imagine doing a whole stream in Tusken, but we're only talking in the private chat so you can answer in Tusken? Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's like, oh God, Borgole. Yeah, it's just, it's disgusting, dude. Damn, now I kind of want a Tusken Raider show. We can do that. We can bang that out for you.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's just before we go, let's walk through this one here one more time. Let's watch the first one.
Yes.
The Jundulin Wastes.
Oh no, T-Money. Geonosian speaking to a Tusken. Oh no.
I can speak Geonosian. Yeah. I'm not gonna out myself. Oh, dude, the Bomar is so cool.
Yeah, and the fact that they animated in a way that it looks stop motion, really cool.
Really wish the fluid would have been blue because my only Bomar. Actually, by the way, Dan the Man, if you're in the chat, wasn't I supposed to send you that Bomar monk figure? Pretty sure. I could be wrong. My Bomar monk has blue fluid.
Oh,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
No, bounty hunter. I still think that's a pit droid, dude.
I mean,
modified pit droid.
I modified, yeah, a different version. Actually, speaking of the armor, I did have a thought that would be interesting. I don't even believe it too much myself. I was just brainstorming. What if they sort of introduce the whole Jodo cast thing?
Wrong time.
I know, but like, do they really care too much about time?
No, but you can't put Jodo in right now. It detracts from the story so hard. Like, I think that was basically what they were doing when they had the Cobb Vanth thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can't do it again with Jodo.
I was just thinking because like if they would explain why the armor looks different, I mean the question would be, why is there a dent? If he made it completely new, why the dent? Like, did he include it again?
I think you're thinking about it too much, and he just repainted it. It's a repaint. They hit up Hasbro. They're like, whatever. Somebody will buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't forget, dude. You didn't send me your Addy. It's been sitting here. It has the original trivia questions on the outside of the box. So don't forget to send me your address. I'll get that sent off to you. Not many people have the mail away 19. I think it was 99. I think it was 1999. They did the mail away Bomar Monk.
Oh.
And for the small price of sending me a DM, it can be yours.
That is a really small price. Come on,
it's
man.
A very small price. Come on. Okay, so then we get Bobes. Those have to be cycler rifle cartridges. Yeah, he looks all tanned up and pretty.
I will say, I could say as much as I want about the armor looking different to me. It looks dope. Like I don't.
Oh, it looks so good.
And I really like the fact that the colors, the repaint matches more the OT look.
Oh yeah,
that is dope.
It looked a little light in the Mando show.
Yeah. Okay, I will say this, and you're not even. I mean, that makes sense. It's a different jetpack. It's more compact, and it doesn't have the. You could see where he like sort of.
It's a different jetpack than Jedi.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, if you go back to Mando and you look at the jetpack, it looks bigger, and also it doesn't have that fixed welded piece in the back.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, our boy Boba upgraded everything. He doesn't want to deal with malfunctioning jetpacks anymore.
Boba's Return of the Jedi jetpack?
Jetpack, yes.
Go to images. Maybe that's why.
I mean, Return of the Jedi, and
because Jango's was done after Petronaki.
Yes.
Yeah, Jango's was totally done. I don't see the difference between the two.
Okay, now look at Mando Season 2 Boba Fett's jetpack. Hold on. Actually, I'm just...
Well, yeah, Mando's is going to be different. That's the same...
No, Boba's
dude, it's Boba's
of
jetpack.
Mando Season 1.
Oh, okay. Share it with me, because I want to look at the two.
Boba Fett, where do we have...
I mean, that's something cool that like Mando did, is he just kept updating his stuff. Like... First episode, Mando looks like trash, and then all of a sudden he's Iron Man at the end of Mando Season 2. Shiny biscuit.
Yes. Hold on.
I want the shiny shit.
Let me just quickly. I'm just gonna share the DMs. I'm going to show it in a second.
Yeah, but dude, the jetpack is almost identical. So the one he's wearing in the Book of Boba Fett trailer is nearly identical to the one from Return of the Jedi. Nearly identical.
Not completely. Okay.
There is a small 4 centimeter difference from the front of the jetpack to the back. Okay, so that Cobb Vanth one, that looks nothing like it.
Well, it's the same one Boba continues to use throughout Season 2.
Yeah, well, this is missing.
And Return of the Jedi, you can see where Han hit the jetpack.
But at the same time, Strike, give the prop department props. It's close.
Oh, I mean, the Mando Season 2 one is exactly the same.
And I don't think that this warrants enough to say that, like, he went on a journey to another planet and picked up a different jetpack and there was nothing else going on. I don't think so.
It does to me.
It does to me.
I know.
Yeah. Well, look.
I like
I'm
that one.
Excited
he probably
for the
bought
show.
a new jetpack. Yeah.
I'm excited for the show. I think it's going to be beautiful. When it comes to jetpacks with Mandos, I think Boba is one of the only ones that I've seen that has the thrusters on the outside of the pack, as opposed to like Mando's, who is more of like a compact internal build.
Right. Yeah, he's always had the rocket jetpack version.
So,
yep.
Just saying.
I am super hyped. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm just nitpicking the smallest nitpicks. So
that's a good thing as a fan. If you're nitpicking small things, that's a good thing as a fan. So we're going to end this with my little Boba Fett edit, and I will see you guys on the next one.